We've been taught that faking it is wrong. That saying, I'm confident or I'm wealthy, I'm healed, I'm a multimillionaire before you believe it is lying. But I want to flip that today. In this video, I'm going to show you from the mind, the body, and soul perspective how what you think is lying to yourself is actually a powerful act of identity recalibration. And this isn't just theory. This is exactly what we help women do inside Inner Bloom. We don't just shift mindset. We rewire your subconscious. We regulate your nervous system. We calibrate your energy so you don't just say you are her, you become her. If you're ready to collapse timelines, override the old programming, and finally become the woman you were born to be, keep watching because this is going to change everything. When you lie to yourself and say, I'm confident, I'm wealthy, I'm a multimillionaire, I'm already healed, I'm the version of me who receives with ease, you're not faking it. What you're doing is assessing a parallel version of you that already exists in the quantum field. Psychology calls it identity hacking. The quantum calls it collapsing timelines. The soul calls it remembering. The current version of you is constructed from memory. And memory is not truth. Memory is filtered by emotion, distorted by trauma, interpreted by a scared, younger version of you. So when you shift your identity by saying things like, I'm powerful, I'm free, I'm wealthy, I'm healthy, even when you're not being delusional. You're connecting to a version of you that's free from your programming. Your subconscious doesn't care if it's true. It cares if it's repeated. Your nervous system doesn't care if it's real. It responds to what you feel is normal, what's familiar. The quantum field doesn't care who you are. It mirrors who you believe you are. We don't experience life as it is. We experience life as we are. So there really is nothing to change but self. And that looks like you giving up the lies you've been taught to believe and instead becoming the woman you were born to be. I'm going to show you what this looks like from a mind, body, and soul perspective. Starting with the mind. From the mind's perspective, your current identity is already a lie. 95% of your thoughts are unconscious loops. That means you're not thinking new thoughts every day. You're just recycling the same internal dialogue, the same emotional triggers, and the same identity scripts over and over. Sentences like, I'm not good with money, I self-sabotage, I always mess it up, are forms of identity. And that was created through repetition of emotional experiences, especially in childhood, created through what you witnessed or were told by others, parents, society, school, friends. Most of who you believe you are is not true. It's just familiar. So when you say a new belief, at first it feels like a lie, not because it's untrue, but because it's unfamiliar. Your brain flags unfamiliar as unsafe. But when you repeat the new belief over and over, your subconscious begins to accept it as the new normal. Because what you repeat, especially with feeling, is what you become. Because repetition is the mother of all reprogramming. As I said, your subconscious is just a habitual machine. From the body's perspective, your nervous system learns through repetition and safety. If your nervous system doesn't feel safe with the new version of you, it will reject her. It will overthink. It will procrastinate. It will people please. It will even self-sabotage, even if it's the thing that you really want. Even if your mind wants to be rich, visible, confident, powerful. If your nervous system still sees that as dangerous, it will pull you back into your old programming because it feels safe there, because it feels familiar there. The nervous system recognizes familiarity as safety, even if it's toxic. It recognizes what feels predictable. It recognizes what doesn't threaten the ego's survival. This is why identity work must be paired with nervous system regulation work. Because when you speak your new belief while breathing into it deeply, while walking with posture and energy that matches your future self, and affirming with your hand on your heart in a grounded state that you are enough, that you're wealthy, that you're rich, that you're everything that you ever wanted to be, you begin to associate the new identity with safety because it's embodied. It's no longer just in the mind. It's in the body. And when it feels safe in the body stops resisting it. The lie becomes normal. Embodiment is the thing that so many women fail to do. They just keep affirming, thinking, never actually anchoring it into their being. But for you to manifest everything that you desire to manifest is not just about thinking. It's mind, body, and soul alignment, because your mind affects your body and your body affects your mind. And so what happens if your body isn't on board, it's going to feel exhausted, burnt out, tired, lazy. You could have the most powerful mind in the world, but if your body isn't on board, it's not going to get up and do the things that you want to do. You're going to get ill. You're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel anxious, fearful, stressed, tired, burnt out. Those are all symptoms of your body hitting a glass ceiling saying, no, I don't feel safe. So it triggers you into those states which you are familiar with feeling. So your mind and your body must be in alignment, which is why this work isn't just about mindset work. It's about regulating your nervous system, embodying the things that you are thinking. And from a soul's perspective, you're not creating it. You're tuning into it. In quantum theory, every version of reality is already available as potential. That means the version of you who self-sabotages already exists. The version of you who makes 50K a month already exists. The confident, visible, loved, powerful, fully expressed version of you living her dream life already exists as well. We don't teach women to hustle their way to their dreams and desires. We teach women to tune and bloom into the version of them where it's possible. And from that place, they then take action and do things as if they were already her, and then they create the results. Because we've been living in a backwards world. We believe that we have to have the things to do what we want and then feel a certain sense of fulfillment and happiness. Reality is actually constructed the reverse of that. You be, you do, you have. You become the version of you that you desire to be. You then do the things that she would do. You then get to have the things that she desires to have. You be, you do, you have. And so for that reason, all we are doing is tuning into the version of us that we want to become. Because each identity lives on a different frequency. Your current identity has a frequency based on your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, and your assumptions. The millionaire version of you sits on a different frequency. And they're going to carry different beliefs, thoughts, assumptions, emotions. Your reality is a direct reflection of your internal world. So to change your reality, you must change your internal world. Nothing to change but self. As within, so without. By changing your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, and your assumptions about who you believe yourself to be and what you believe you are worthy of, you then change your reality. So when you think like her, feel like her, move like her, you shift your frequency to match that version of you. And when you match that, you collapse the timeline and you become it. And reality reflects it. That's not faking it. That's you speaking into existence your new identity and overriding the old programming. You are rewriting your subconscious in real time. You're regulating your nervous system to feel safe in expansion. You're aligning your quantum field to a version of you that's already created and already real. Because they say imagination is the real reality, because everything that exists on this planet first existed in imagination. It's no longer about waiting for it to happen. It's about remembering you've already been her all along. You just forgot because the world conditioned you otherwise. So before you go, I'm going to give you an identity rewiring process that you can use as practical steps to become the version of you that you desire to be. Your old self is not more real just because you've been living her longer. The belief that you're not good enough, that was programmed. The identity that plays small to stay safe, that was learned. The fear of being too much, that was inherited. The new affirmations that you are trying to declare as true are not a lie. It's only a lie or feels like a lie because it's new, not because it's wrong. So this 4-step process looks like this. First, you're going to identify the default lie. What story is running in the background that feels true, but creates suffering? Let me give you an example. I always self-sabotage. I can't hold success. I'm not consistent. Those are lies, and you keep believing them. They don't have to be true for you. They are your programming. That is a default setting that you fall into because it keeps you safe, because it feels familiar. We get to identify that as a lie because it's no longer who you desire to be. Step 2 is you're going to create a new conscious lie. Something simple, emotionally activating and believable. Something like, I'm the kind of woman who always follows through. See what we're doing here? We are identifying the default lie. I'm not calling it all a lie because it is all a lie. It's all distortions and illusions. So we're identifying the default lie. We're creating a new conscious lie to override the default. Step 3 is we're going to pair it with embodiment. Don't just speak it, walk it, breathe it, move into it as if it's already true, right? You can feel when you're just saying something and it feels meaningless. We have to add fuel, meaning to these words because they are what creates or pulls in the reality that you're trying to quantum leap into. It's the feeling. Think of the words as the rocket. The feeling is the fuel that allows the rocket to take off. Let your body teach your brain that this is safe, that this is the new normal. You are safe to be the woman that receives wealth. You are safe to build a business that is wildly successful. And finally, step 4, repetition is key. We repeat it until we are bored. Do you know why? Because boring is the new normal. Your goal isn't to hype yourself up. It's to make this identity so normal that your subconscious stops questioning it. It's like, oh, of course I'm so rich. You just wake up so rich every single day. Of course I'm so wealthy. It's just who I am. It's just my life. Every day, in every way, my life gets better and better. Every day I make more money. Every day I get to do new things. Every day I love waking up, being the best version of me, living my best life. It's just who I am. Why would you hype yourself up if you already had it? You wouldn't. It would just be normal. So normalize the version of you that you desire to become and the reality that you want to live through repetition until it feels boring. When it starts to feel boring, be excited because you can be certain that it is coming.